and welcome to another day of yoga. My name is Christina Crowder and I am going to be your guide today. I just want to tell you that if you are having an upset stomach, suffering from menstrual cramps, bloating, I feel you. And I'm sorry you're going through it, but I hope that this yoga flow can just help you with the feelings that are going on in your body right now and that we can bring some relief with this practice. I would love for us to start in just a reclined position. If you have any blankets, pillows, your favorite hoodie that makes you feel warm, safe, and comfortable, bring that to the mat. You can also bring some blocks to the mat as well. And let's go ahead and lay down and we'll be in a reclined bound angle position. So I decided that I'm going to take blocks and put them on the sides of myself so that my knees can rest comfortably. I'm going to put it a little bit under my thighs so that my thighs can rest comfortably in my knees as I'm in this bound angle position. And what I want you all to do right now as we get started, let's send some warm healing energy to our stomachs by just simply rubbing our palms together, saying positive healing affirmations in our palms, just saying that I'm bringing warmth, healing, love, relief to my sacral chakra, to my abdomen area. And once you finish warming up your hands, place them on your area of your stomach where you might be feeling the most pain. And let's just sit here and breathe regular. Just getting as comfortable as possible. Take a deep breath in and exhale, release. Take another deep breath in and release. Let's take one more deep breath and set an intention that we want to heal our bodies and find some relief from this yogic practice together. Let's go ahead, inhale, set your intention in your head. Hold that breath and release. Drop your navel deep into your spine. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and remove any blocks or blankets or whatever you have by you. And let's slowly close those legs like a book and bring those knees into our chest. And just really use the tops of our thighs as we rock back and forth to massage our abdomen, our lower abdomen, our stomach. And take your time. Sometimes we might feel nauseous or anything, so just take your time so you don't add to your nausea. And just give yourself a big hug and breathe regular. All right. Keep just rocking back and forth, keeping those knees into our chest, putting a smile on our face. Beautiful. Come to a still stance here. And let's go ahead and just place our feet lightly onto the mat. And let's go ahead and cross our legs. So bring that right leg over the left to where your ankle is on the top of that left thigh, and bring in that left knee into the chest, and take your right hand, placing it in between that hole, that triangle that's in between your legs. Interlace those fingers and just bring in that thigh. Oh, this feels so good, bringing relief to my abdomen, and it's also opening up and awakening my hips, as sometimes my hips might get a little stiff. Some of us get stiff hips. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Go ahead and put that leg down And let's take our hand, placing it on the, take our left hand, place it on the right knee here. And let's go ahead and bring that knee down to the left side. Bring that right arm out and look over to the left. So right now, the sole of our right foot is on the ground or the mat. And we are looking over to the left. And just breathing here. Finding relief in each breath. And let's slowly come back to center, bringing that foot back on, bringing that left foot back onto the mat. Excellent. Bring your hands to your side, and let's go ahead and drop that right foot onto the mat, and bring the left foot, placing the left ankle on top of the right thigh. And as we did before, lift up the balls of the feet of the right foot and push that knee into the chest. Taking your left hand, placing it in between that triangle in between your legs there, interlacing the hands behind the right thigh. And just slowly, carefully bringing that thigh and right knee deeper into the chest and into the abdomen. If you want to do a little rock or sway side to side, I welcome you to do that. And when you feel comfortable and ready, come to a still point. And let's drop that right foot slowly back onto the mat, taking our right hand on top of our left knee and bringing that left foot down onto the floor of the mat. And we're going to look to the left and bring our left arm out like a T. You'll feel a lot of stretch in this lower back area, in your hips. A lot of times we get a lot of pain in our back when we're having some abdominal cramping. So this should be really relieving for you right now. And put a smile on your face. Beautiful. Slowly bring your head back to center. And let's bring up that foot, that right foot back onto the mat. And release that left foot on the mat here. Go ahead and drop those knees to the left, bringing your torso over so that you can push yourself up to an easy seat. And let's go ahead and just, I like to windshield wipe our knees, windshield wipe the knees back and forth. So slowly bringing them to the left side, then bringing them up to center, and then dropping them to the right here. Beautiful. Let's come back up to center and drop them to the left again. And come back up and just drop them one more time to the right. For our next pose that can bring you a lot of relief, we're going to do legs up the wall. So if you have a wall near you, what I urge you to do is face your wall. And what you're going to do is you're going to try to scoot as close to the wall as possible and then lay down on the mat or on your floor and bringing your legs up, ensuring that your bottom is on the base of the wall. Okay? So I'm going to show you here. I'm going to almost scoot to the side, then lay down, straightening my body, using my arms to push myself closer to the wall, bringing my legs on the wall here. You can bring your arms out to a T. If you feel comfortable, you can go ahead and drop those legs and bring them to a V, as this brings a lot of relief here. It also brings relief to your back. And just hang here for a little. If you want, you can even bring the heels, the soles of your feet together, almost like we're in a walls up, bound angle position here. You can also do this, and it'll bring some relief to your thighs and hips. Whatever your body's calling you to do, I welcome you to do that in this pose. And let's just hang here for a little bit. Just breathing. Let's stay here for about 20 more seconds. All right. And wherever you ended up landing with your legs up the wall, bring them straight back up the wall. And what we want to do here is we want to take our heels and push ourselves away where our feet are almost on the wall. And we're going to hold on to our lower back and straighten out those legs to where we're doing a shoulder stand. And let's prepare ourselves for plow, where we're going to drop our feet, bring them onto the floor, or however far down you can go. And just holding here, bringing in some relief to that lower abdominal area. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release slowly up. Bringing your foot onto the wall, lowering you back down. Excellent. Go ahead and roll over to the left and get up. Hopefully you enjoyed that and you're able to smile throughout the process. But let's go ahead and get into a tabletop position. And make sure that our wrists are in alignment with our shoulders and that our knees are in alignment with our wrists. And let's drop our belly down, bringing our chin up, looking for cow. Inhale here. Exhale, push away. Drop that tailbone slowly. Tuck the chin to the chest for cat. Inhale, come up, looking up, dropping down that belly for cow. And let's go ahead and tuck our toes, have our big toes touch, widen out our knees to the mat, push ourselves down here for this child's pose. I also urge you to try child's pose with your knees closed so that your thighs can be on top of your, can massage your stomach. So you can go ahead and try that if you'd like, or if you're more comfortable with your knees spread apart, that's fine. But let's go ahead and bow down slowly. You can bring your arms out in front, or you can go ahead and bring the arms out to the side here, drawing your shoulders into the mat and just hanging here for a little bit. Now, if you want, you can place a block or a pillow under your head to just provide support for your neck. But make sure that your shoulders are not engaged and they're dropping down. And just breathe here. Just taking your time with your breath, and also connecting to your body, connecting to your womb space, finding some relief. If you feel the urge to cry, release those tears, release any built up energy that is no longer needed in your body that could probably be causing you even more pain. And just release. Let's stay here for 10 more seconds. And let's slowly lift up our head and look forward. Let's move our block if we had one. And let's get ourselves back into that tabletop position. And let's just go forward, leaning forward over those wrists, pushing back slightly. Leaning forward over the wrist again, shoulders go over wrist, and come back slowly. Whew. Now while we're back, let's sway side to side. This should be very lovely. And come back up to tabletop, and let's sway those hips, dropping them back and forth. You might want to get up on one knee. If you're dropping to the left, pick that right knee up. When you drop to the right, pick that left knee up. And just keep swaying side to side. And what I want us to prepare for here, we're going to get prepared for frog. And so let's go ahead and widen those knees to the width of the mat. Instead of having our big toes to touch, we're going to flex our feet and have them push out. Okay, so we might have to widen those knees some more, but the goal is to dip our hips as low as we can. And if you have a block or if you have a pillow, blanket, we can try something different with frog. And we can just lay on top of the block here in frog. placing our forearms down onto the mat. But having that block on the abdomen can bring some really great relief as we're in frog, as well as support you in this time. And let's just lay here for a little bit, making sure that we keep our thighs engaged because our legs may want to naturally come out. But keep those knees up as far as they can go. Holding ourselves here just for a little bit. Breathe. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Let's just hold this a little longer if you can. Let's go ahead and straighten up through frog. Remove the blocks, the pillows or the blankets. And let's go ahead and get on our forearms and really get into this frog here. Flexing the feet. And just staying here, widening the hips, and breathe. It's okay. Just take a smile, take a smile, take a smile and take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Take another deep breath in. And exhale out. Now let's go ahead and lower ourselves down if we can to the mat. Release that left leg by straightening it and release the right leg. And let's check our placement with our hands. Let's go ahead and scoot those hands back to where they are on the sides of our chest. And let's lower our head down here so we can do some cobras. Lifting our head up to baby cobra, just lifting the forehead slightly and putting pressure, just a little bit of pressure on our abdomen just so we can feel some relief. And calm down. Inhale, look up to cobra, baby cobra, and exhale, come down. And let's just take a moment to thank our bodies. We oftentimes keep doing your baby cobras, but we oftentimes look at having our menstrual as something that's just an inconvenience or something that is just disgusting sometimes. But let's turn it into a positive and just look at it as our body doing something natural and cleansing ourselves and thanking our body for releasing toxins out of our body and just releasing what no longer serves us. It's a cycle. And let's be grateful that we have ended a cycle and we are soon to begin another one. Let's do one more baby cobra, looking up and come down. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and extend those arms, pushing ourselves to a normal cobra. Normal cobra. And let's go ahead and engage those thighs. Push the thighs off the mat here for upward facing dog. And let's go ahead and push back to our first down dog of our session. And let's sway the hips side to side. Whether you need to pick up that left foot, then drop the hips to the left and pick the right up. But just whatever your body's naturally calling you to do, just go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and hover our knees over the mat and just hang here for a second, bringing our abdomen on top of those knees and straightening through the legs. Let's try that one more time. Squat down almost and come up. Squat down, hover those knees, bringing some relief and come up. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and walk those hands, if you can, on the outside of our hands and begin to slowly sit down like we're going in a chair, but we're squatting into our malasana. And I will face you all so you can see that we are here in malasana. Just sit here, grab a yoga block to put under your bottom if you want to just be able to release your thighs some. And just sit here in malasana, using your elbows to widen those legs by pushing against the knees. And just breathe. Close your eyes. Connect with your body, saying nothing but sweet gratitude of just thank you so much, body, for doing what you are naturally supposed to do Thank you for releasing and ending a cycle. Let's go ahead and engage this squat by coming off of our block if you weren't on the block, or if you were on the block, excuse me. And let's just hang here a little longer in Malasana. And let's drop our hands to where our elbows are inside our knees. And just go side to side, almost like we're gonna go into like a crow pose. But let's just hang here. And if you feel compelled to actually go into crow, if you wanna fly a little. So your knees, your elbows are inside, kind of under your knees. And you wanna make sure that your fingertips or your fingers are spread and firmly planted onto the mat. And when you're ready, you can start to lean forward, but you wanna look at the top of your mat and begin to just have some type of trust in yourself. If you want to put a pillow in front of you so that your head can fall on the pillow, it's fine. If you fall, it's okay. But again, this is an optional asana. My body's calling for it right now. So I'm gonna slowly lift up one foot, my right foot's coming up, and then I'm gonna lift up my left and just be here for a little bit. And I'm gonna slowly come out of it. And I'll try that one more time. And just whatever your body's calling you to do, honor it and slowly come down. Back into Malasana. And let's slowly use our hands to push ourselves up, straightening through our legs, having a slight bend in our legs here, like we're in a forward fold, but our hands are about 2 feet in front of us. And we're rocking back and forth because we want to make sure that our thighs are touching our stomach here. So we're rocking back and forth, breathing, breathing here. Walk those hands out in front of you, putting you into our first plank. Staying here, dropping the knees, untucking the toes, pushing ourselves back almost into a child's pose. Dropping the forearms onto the mat. And just breathe. If you feel like you want to push yourself backwards more into a child's pose where your thighs or your stomach is on top of your thighs, I welcome you to do that. And just hang here. And let's just go ahead and continue to rest in this asana, as we are going to use this as our closeout pose for our shavasana. So if you want to go ahead and get a block and place it under your thigh and under your head, you can do that. But I want us to end here in child's pose and just breathe, bringing gratitude to our body, just saying thank you so much again, and just telling ourselves thank you for just having the mental power and the mental stability to get through this. Let's go ahead and take one last deep breath in and come up. Find your way to an easy seat. Let's go ahead and just place our hands on our womb here as we close out together, and just telling ourselves that we are strong, we are capable, and we are healed. Take a deep breath in, smile, and exhale out. Beautiful. Take one last deep breath in and exhale out. Wonderful. Go ahead and put those palms together, bringing them to heart center, and just telling yourself that today is going to be an amazing day. You are going to get through this. And namaste, namaste. Thank you all so much for coming through today for our closing affirmation. I'm beautiful when I'm smiling. All right, you all. Take care, and I will see you again for another day. I hope you feel better. Bye. Okay. Thank you.